Atlanta United Fan TV. It's a Josef brace. And Chicago really didn't look like they were really threatening in the second half at all, I don't think. First half, a little bit more dangerous. But I think at one point, Atlanta United had like 6 shots on goal.
Didn't have a first shot off target until LGP hit it horribly from outside the box. I'm glad he shot, but do better. Come on, bro.
Last match he did a little bit better.
At least put it near the goal. He just drug it wide. I expect more from him. I don't know. I don't care. It was fun. It was a good match. I mean, 2-0. I don't know what the hell Chicago were doing in the first half. They were playing some risky business at the back where they had like one center back or sometimes just like Bastian Schweinsteiger. I don't know why Atlanta United didn't go long ball earlier from the get-go. The second goal had been coming for so long because all it took was one ball over the top, let Josef do something to someone, and then it was a goal. And in that case, it was more than I thought because he absolutely bodied that guy, then ran down and slotted it. I mean, he's so good. And his playmaking today as well, where he would drop deep, he was dribbling around people, absolutely incredible. I mean, I don't know if it was as good of a performance as Wednesday, but it was still a really solid performance. Another 3 points, and as of right now, by the time this goes up, maybe that's not the case, but as of right now, Atlanta United are in first place in the East, which is wild. And 8 wins, all 8 clean sheets. That's kind of crazy to think of a team. Usually it's 3-1, but like 2-0, 3-0, I'll take those. I mean, it's kind of wild to have this many clean sheets, but hey, it is what it is. But going into that break, first half of the season to end it in first or second place, I think after the first month of the season, no way we thought that was going to happen, but that's where we are.
Yeah, no, we'll take that every time against a very kind of really weak West, like we're saying. And yeah, to be where we are is surprising for sure.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think now with that goal difference inching just a little bit better.
It's getting a bit better. I mean, the crazy thing is, like, as well as we're playing, and even if we do finish first in the East before this, first half ends, LAFC have the same amount of goals conceded, 11, but they've scored 35 goals. We've scored 19. That is wild. I mean, it's kind of like what Atlanta United was doing last season with the defensive efficiency of what we're doing right now, which just tells you how good that team is playing and how good Carlos Vela is playing. I mean, he's got 15 goals and 9 assists. Now, Josef, though, even though he's had a slow start, he's on 10 goals. So he still easily could have a 20-goal season, and that's a really good haul. So, he kind of talked about, and the post-match comments after Wednesday about how some fans were getting on his back, and it's like, I've criticized him on 5 Star Weekly, but not like in a way that's like mad at him. It's like, I'm just saying that he's done, I expect better of him in a good way. But, I mean, he's found his form again, and when he finds his form and finds his confidence, he's incredible. I hate to see him go away to Copa America just because I want him to get a rest, but still, maybe he can do some good stuff there, keep that good form going, and then get back for the second half of the season and keep firing.
Now, would you like to see, for this international break, because we do have the U.S. Open Cup, would you like to see a lot of rotation? Keep in mind, we do have Josef, we do have Romario out. Who's going to be our striker in that sense?
Hell, Jackson Conway. Who knows? Like, at this point, he may play a false 9. That'd be a very De Boer thing to do. He could play a false 9. You could play PD as a false 9, maybe play him a bit withdrawn. If Tito gets fit at any point in time, he'll be in there. Yeah. While Greco was up here. Sure.
There's Greco.
How you doing, man?
Been good.
But, he'll figure something out. I mean, is Charleston away again? I mean, it seems like we play them every year. This is why the U.S. Open Cup can't be taken seriously, because it's literally the same matchups every single season. Like, I wish they'd get rid of that geographical crap, and it's like...
It's out of convenience.
Yeah, I know it's out of convenience, but, like, if you wanted to mean something, if we draw a team out west in MLS, that's a big one. Or, hell, if we draw a team out west in USL, it's like, wow, how about that? It's interesting. Playing Charleston every year is not really that interesting.
I think it's the attendance thing, maybe, and that's like the biggest factor. That sucks, though.
True. I mean, it still sucks, though. Yeah, but I mean, he'll figure something out. I'm not too fussed about U.S. Open Cup, to be honest. I mean, with how this season's gone, MLS is the sole concern for me. Because, I mean, who even won Open Cup last year? I mean, who won Open Cup 2 years ago? I mean, Seattle won the Open Cup a couple times, but they genuinely did not give a damn until they won an MLS Cup. So I'd be nice to win it one day just to say that you've won it. But
it's another trophy in the cabinet.
Another trophy in the cabinet, but on the whole, I'm not too fussed about it. So we should beat them anyway. Whether or not we do, I don't know. But still, I'm not too worried about it. I'm more worried about that game on the 26th.
Now, this match on a whole, final thoughts.
I mean, it was good. It was 2-0. I wish it would have been more. It was kind of wild. The referee was kind of a crazy man. Escobar almost got sent off. That was wild. But on the whole, the team is playing so much better. I mean, even Breck Shea coming on clearly needs to play left wing every time. I don't know why he ever plays left back. I mean, I imagine what he was brought here to play to begin with, because he's a left winger. He always has been.
And you can see, like Guzan, when it's a goal kick, it's always to Shea.
And he played well. He played well up on the left wing today. You know, Escobar's played well. Miles Robinson's come so far. Nagby was great. Rometty was incredible. He had that one pass off his bum, which was great. I mean, the team's really coming along. The only player who's not really clicking yet is Pizzi, and he had an assist today, mind you, but he still was a bit slow to pull the trigger on a few passes, and he's not up to speed yet. You know, again, I think this
8-ball recoveries though in this match too. Though.
I'm not saying he's playing incredible, but I'm not expecting him to do that as much as I am expecting him to go forward. Now, he was doing stuff defensively. That's good to see. I mean, that's one of the criticisms of his game. But I'm really thinking these 25 days of rest, I think will do him the world of good to really get his legs back under him, because he really hasn't had much chance to rest or do anything since last season. He looked tired to me, and it gives him more time to bed into Atlanta, settle, get around his teammates. I expect him to be a lot better in the second half, and on the whole, you know, he'll come around. And when he comes around, because he will find form. When Barco comes back, when Tito's fit, you have so many attacking options. So maybe they can start getting that goal difference up in the second half of the season. But on the whole, for what was a frustrating beginning, to end up in first or second place come the international break, good place to be.
Ain't too bad. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.